First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tua flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker.
Okay, ready?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Saints.
Ready, go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They've moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there. That first drive is any indication. Looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Let's go. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. It'll go down. It's a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
You can block punts. I've never seen that happen.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's once, and he fumbled it.
Of course.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
This game is so predictable.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. You got to put it away and secure
It's so
it as they try and
predictable.
get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down
So predictable. I really knew he was going to fumble. That's what's crazy.
EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to pass. Tua.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go.
I don't know what the fuck he thought was going to happen. That shit.
Going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Tua.
Oh!
End zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh,
Will
man.
Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal.
He would have cribbed that shit, too. That nigga got like 92 speed.
Kick by Lutz is good.
But that's all right.
To this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed
That is
all
all
year
right.
long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery finding space at the 40. Again, powerful running. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Sniff that shit out.
They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So you're not coming from a mile away.
Johnny Townsend to punt it. Pulled in at the 24. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things,
okay.
The first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead.
All you had to do was touch them. I might have scored.
Box to check, isn't it? But also,
that's cool though. Happens. Can't expect so much out of this team.
100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going. So they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged out the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, that's PI if I ever seen it. That's tough.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll look to throw again.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Block somebody from
first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Room here to run.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sharks got it left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And cycle.
I can't. Hold up. What is going on here?
Second and 4. That ball caught by Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Getting my Valentine's Day cut pretty soon. I'm saying, so I can look nice and clean.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now Tua on the bootleg here, rolling to his left. He's got a man complete.
Who is that?
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And why is he so fast?
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
That was like a fullback. Daphne? Is that a tight end?
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Could be a fullback.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
17, 38.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
I pressed circle to spin. It didn't work.
Back to their own 34-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll be out
I'm
of
about to strip
bounds, but
me
able to get it up past the
again.
45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now the corner route's going crazy. I know.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive
But if
started.
I say that, I'm whining.
Their many two-game win
That's
streak
a bit.
appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit
You
out
just
of their
can't
hat.
score.
That's to about the 28.
Got 12 rushes for 14 yards.
Seems pretty
Got nothing to
obvious
do with my
defensively, key
offense.
was stopping the run game. How they
You
done
can't
it so
move the ball.
successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys
And they
really
gave
do a
you a
nice
free
job of
3
paying
points because it
attention
really
during the
should have been a
scouting
pick.
report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those
But
are
I
the ones you
digress.
focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
Oh, why they put me on
He'll be
him?
brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with
And on
vision,
top of that, y'all
good
lurk
footwork,
the middle of
and
the
they have a
field.
little bit of power,
So why am I going to
and you
throw
find a way to
there?
pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first
You
and
lurk
10.
the middle of the field with the linebacker. Why would I? I'm not throwing you a pick. My bad if I'm not throwing you picks.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
Y'all really have canceled the whole middle of the field out by lurking right there.
The run only got a yard.
Ain't but so many other places I can throw.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
I thought I switched people. My circle must not be working.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yeah, come on, bro. Who's Giants in this other league? Oh, this is the Anyway, though, I'm not entertaining that shit, bro. Niggas want me to throw into their coverage. Stop lurking in the middle of the field, and I won't throw to the corner. I'll throw to the middle. I'll just throw wherever you're not.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
But I understand, though. Like, me throwing corner routes ain't got nothing to do with this right here. That's a fumble, Mr. Ref.
And he is going to have the Saints first.
We ain't even came close to scoring a touchdown the whole game.
Keep the drive alive. No reason not to
try. Got nothing to do with what I'm doing on offense.
So
we just can't score.
Able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
I mean, it's not lurking, but you're playing the mid-zone.
To start matching each other's movements.
So, I mean, it's not really lurking, but...
2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Why can't I move? What is...
Sideline throw, it's complete.
What the fuck?
Nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet.
Dare you to try me.
To stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I guess it's not lurking, but regardless of the fact I'm not throwing to where you are, like, I'm not doing that. Y'all be doing that to me and me throwing hella picks. But me, why can't I switch to him? But me, I'm not throwing to where I see the user playing. Like, that's dumb. Like, the user got a much better chance of catching the pick than a computer do.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good.
Like, if I'm playing against somebody and I know they play corner, I'm not throwing to where they are. What the fuck? I guess.
The Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Excuse me.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally
I don't have the ball the whole first quarter.
They have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position.
Either on the line or on the safety in the middle somewhere.
They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their
I'm not
heels
throwing
and
it to you.
surprised the heck out of them.
That would just be stupid
Atlanta,
on my part.
They remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week.
There's nothing in the middle of the field open.
In week 8.
Who am I supposed to throw to? I'm throwing to the open man, bro. I don't trust these, because when I try these, they get jumped. When I try screens, they don't work. And on top of that, y'all niggas really don't be playing man like that. If it's man, it's a man blitz. So, I don't know what you expect me to do. You want me to get sacked, or you want me to throw it to you so you can get a pick on me? I could have went here, I guess. He either would have got it and scored, or it would have got picked. No, he might have scored. Or they would have let... Who is this? Is this May? Yeah. Or they would have let this nigga May cover 15 yards in 3 seconds. I don't know, that's risky. Who's Dominic Daphne? Is that tight end over here? Let me see. That nigga's fast. Burnt him and all that. Good cut. I was expecting him to go underneath. There's nothing in the middle of the field. I could have waited a little longer and tried to go here. Like, the whole middle of the field be closed. I don't understand why y'all be throwing in the middle of the field in the first place. That's like the worst place to throw. Because it's 3 levels in the middle of the field. 1, 2, 3. All the time. Like, you got to hit tight windows for that. And Ritter is not doing that. So, to me, the more open route is going to be a corner or anything to the outside. Look where I would have to put this for it to be a completion. And knowing this joint, this nigga would have jumped 15 feet in the air and snagged the joint if I had thrown it here. And he got on number 2, so he looked like he pretty fast. I would have had to throw it probably here, maybe, and put it like right here. Nah, I'm not doing that. Ain't there's so many places you can put the ball, bro. where it's open at least.